All right, let's turn our attention now to Kogi State, which is at the center of a deepening political storm. The dramatic return of suspended Senator Natasha Akpotiuduaghan to her constituency, defying a government ban and alleging an assassination plot, has sparked fierce reactions from state authorities and raised urgent questions about security, political freedoms, and the rule of law. Was this a justified security measure or a suppression of dissent? Who bears responsibility for the escalating tensions? And what does this mean for democracy in Kogi? To help us unpack these critical issues, special advisor on media to the Kogi State Governor, Ismaili Issa, joins me on the program this evening. Mr. Issa, thank you for joining us on Beyond the Headlines.
Good evening, my brother. Thank you for having me.
They say that Senator Akpotiuduaghan outwitted the state government yesterday in its attempt to stop her homecoming event, which had a huge turnout by members of our constituency. How is the Kogi State government reacting to this?
Well, thank you. What we've seen in the last 24 hours in Kogi Central is a group of persons trying to undermine the resolve of the most popular government that we've had in the history of Kogi State. And what they are doing is providing fuel for negative energy by some sore losers who are here to come to grips with the resounding victory of His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo in the last election. So you can see that some meddlesome interlopers, even those from outside Kogi Central, are joining this bandwagon of people who are highly likely discredited and making careless statements even in their disobedience to a clear directive by the government of the day. And this is very unfortunate at this point in our history.
But you heard the distinguished senator saying that she hasn't broken any law by visiting constituents privately. You don't think the local government curfew was an overreach?
If you are very conversant with the antecedents of this character, you will know that she's been a consistent lawbreaker, and it's not today. She's made all manner of allegations against highly placed individuals in society. He says something from out of the blue consistently to undermine the truth, and this is consistent with her character, and it's not surprising that she's claiming not to be breaking the law. It's unfortunate that we're having this conversation. Ordinarily, I won't be joining issue with characters like that, but because of the attempt by her to impugn on the character of His Excellency Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo with her allegation that somebody was giving him a directive, and also he was, she was trying to say that he should be held responsible for whatever happens to her and all of those things. It's very unfortunate. That's why I have to find time to join this conversation. Otherwise, I will not be involved in joining issues with this character, because ordinarily, this person does not even possess the character and the reputation to be a ward councillor in the community where I come from. So the fact that by happenstance she's opportune to be in this position is a reflection of some probably accident of fate that has taken place in the past. And
Mr. Issa,
it's not surprising that
hundreds of thousands of people voted for her, so they disagree completely with your
that's why I'm saying it's an accident of fate.
She was elected by her constituents. You don't think that that's a slap on everyone who voted for Senator Natasha?
No dismissing the fact. But I'm saying that this person does not possess the political character and culture and exposure to be in that office, and you can see how she's performed.
But this conversation really isn't even about a character, Mr. Issa. The state government cited security reports for banning rallies, but it didn't share specifics about the intelligence, and that's why many people have said this is simply to stop her from visiting her constituency.
I think it's unfortunate for anybody to undermine the resolve of the government of a state when the government has intelligence. Government is the eyes of the people, even though the government is elected or brought into office by the people. But we also, as a people, somehow defer to the government in terms of their ability to be able to get information that some may be beyond the understanding of ordinary individuals. But if the government is saying that they have credible intelligence of possible breakdown of law and order, and the tendency for some people to create unrest as a result of maybe some persons who may be trying to hold some kind of gathering, not only in Kogi Central, but the same thing was happening somewhere in Ankwa local government, and also in Kogi local government. And so the government has to take the responsibility of maintaining law and order by ensuring that that directive was given. So if anybody is trying to flout the law in the name of a homecoming or some kind of Salah visit, I think it's unfortunate that we're having this conversation. It's an aberration that you break a directive of the government of the state and then going on to undermine the government. Even today, they continue to hold gathering in flagrant disregard for the directive of the government. And
that same question was posed to Senator Akpoti-Oduaghan yesterday. She mentioned that she did not hold any gathering. She flew in by helicopter, did not drive in with a convoy, and it was a private meeting with her constituents. But your principal's name has now been mentioned categorically in the new allegation of plotting her assassination. Specifically, how does the Kogi State government respond to this grave allegation?
That's a lie from the pit of hell. It's a lie. You couldn't associate the Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo with somebody who wants to plot to kill an enemy, or I mean, let alone somebody who is like a sister to him. So there's nothing like that as far as we are concerned. And like I said earlier, this character is known to consistently disparage people and make very defamatory statements about people. I mean, she's done that with so many people, including the former governor of the state. And now she's bringing this up again. So we are used to this kind of, conjectures and, frame-ups. It's very unfortunate that we're having this conversation, really, because, people who are, creations of the media, who ordinarily should not have a very strong base politically, but somehow try to undermine the most popular government in the history of our state. It's very unfortunate.
Let's talk about the recall petition. Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduaghan dismissed the petition as APC-driven with what she called fictitious signatures. Is the state government involved in this process?
Well, the government that I serve is not involved in the whole recall exercise. It is the right of the constituents to do what they are doing, and I do not intend to comment on that because I understand that the process has started. The Independent National Electoral Commission is already going on with the verification of the signatures, and at the appropriate time, they will commence the recall process. And all of this show that they are doing may not really stop the process if it is the will of the people to recall her.
Yeah, well, she mentioned that the organization behind this is not even registered with the CAC, and that there's a video of certain individuals who have signed the petition on behalf of the electorate. But you saw the crowd that greeted her yesterday. Thousands of them, Mr. Issa. I mean, it is the same person they want to recall. Don't you think that there's something fishy here?
Crowd, my brother. Anybody can put a crowd together. We are politicians. We are used to, getting crowds. Even when we're in the opposition, we could amass as much crowd as we want to. So it's nothing too special for a group of people to come and welcome you. I can as well mobilize people from my base to welcome me if I were to be going to anywhere. And it will appear that I'm probably the most popular politician in my area. So, but there's nothing special about it. Again, this character weaponize hunger, the fact that some people are deprived, and then some of these people who are deprived also have found favor with some opposition figures who are yet to come to terms with the outcome of the last governorship election in the state, and they are hell-bent on being able to fuel negative energy around the state, especially in Kogi Central. And they are beginning to find sympathy from those who are outside of this senatorial district. And it's not surprising that they are able to maybe mobilize people and then get them to come and do that show that they are putting on. For me, it's a comedy of errors as far as I'm concerned.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I hear you clearly that all politicians rent crowd, including your party, the APC?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that
you said that you guys are used to, that you know how to get crowd to show that you are popular, that it can be rented. That was what you just said.
You could rent a crowd even as you are in the studio.
That's what I'm saying, that you sound like you are experienced, that perhaps that's what the APC does. Mr. Issa.
Well, she has shown an example of how to rent a crowd. Maybe you wait till I'm renting a crowd, then you can make that comment.
No, maybe we'll call you again to put us through the APC of renting political crowds, but it's a good place to live it. Mr. Ismaila Issa is the special advisor on media to the Kogi State Governor. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.